House Bill 4144. Imagine this. You're a firefighter who served 25 years in a small Texas town. 2 years after retiring, you're diagnosed with cancer linked to smoke and chemical exposure. You think you're covered under the new first responder health benefit law until you learn it only applies to departments with 50 or more employees. Your town's too small. You get nothing. What the bill says it does? House Bill 4144 promises extra financial help for retired firefighters and police officers who develop certain service-related illnesses within 3 years of leaving the job. What it actually does? It requires only large departments to pay up to $100,000 or keep retirees on health coverage, but the state doesn't fund it. Local governments must pay for it themselves, while smaller departments are excluded entirely. This means big city retirees gain new benefits while rural ones are left out and local taxpayers pick up the tab. Who benefits? Retirees from large city police and fire departments, firefighter and law enforcement unions with strong political influence, state officials who can claim credit for supporting first responders without paying for it. Now, who pays the price? Rural firefighters and peace officers with smaller departments, local governments and taxpayers who must fund new benefits without state aid, and communities that may have to cut other services to cover these costs. Why it matters. This bill sounds fair, but it divides first responders into two classes, those in big cities who qualify and those in small towns who don't. It also shifts costs from the state to local governments, putting more pressure on property taxes and city budgets. When the state promises support but doesn't pay for it, someone else always does. Questions you can ask your lawmakers. Why should firefighters and officers in small towns be left out when they face the same dangers as those in large cities? How can local governments afford these new costs without state funding or guidance? Will you commit to revisiting this law to include all first responders and add dedicated funding? Bottom line, House Bill 4144 thanks first responders in name, but funds them on the backs of small towns and local taxpayers.